something that they had previously like launched on their website, and they're like, look, this is what we launched. And we're like, oh my god, that's so beautiful, can we do that? And she was like, yeah. And so when we got a price from the second wholesaler, like we paid her for her samples and everything. And when we went to the second wholesaler, like we still went with like the same idea that she shared with us, with the sim, and we did it like very similar, you know. It was like we were inspired by it. We texted her and we told her like, hey, you know, after all, we're gonna go with another one because it was more affordable, which makes sense. Anybody would go with something that's more affordable. And she was like, yeah, that's good. And I paid her for her samples and everything, and we changed a lot to it. Like they're not just the exact same thing. And ultimately, when we had seen her candles, we had seen hers, and we had seen the Kardashians candles, which are very, very almost identical, but they're different, you know. And she could have very well been inspired by that, like, and that's okay. Like, you're inspired by it, you know what I mean? And so these were the two that we were very, very inspired by, and we went to a different wholesaler. It wasn't going to be a collaboration with this company, so I probably wasn't even going to tell you guys where we even got the candles from. So even if we would have gotten this idea from this person, like, it wasn't going to be like Must Be Cindy X this candle company. It was going to be just Must Be Cindy. Like, she was down to wholesale it for me. And it makes me sad that, like, you know, we texted this person, ended on good terms, we were following each other, everything. Like this person literally like just went and now commented on the Cheeseman channels and said like we stole her idea. And it's like, no, like you showed your idea to us, like we were inspired by it, and we did things completely different. Like they're literally not the exact same. Like it's not like they say nude silk suede just like your candles say, or it's not like, you know, I was very inspired by it. And it makes me so sad, guys, that like we literally even have to like do this, because at the end of the day, like at the end of the day, like we didn't do it to harm anybody. Like we didn't do it. This is for us something that we launched because it went with the vibe of our new home that we got, you know. Like I'm not starting a candle company. Like this isn't like something that like, oh, I'm, you know, like this is gonna be like my first. It was something that just like with any other launches, when we've launched palettes, when we've launched like anything, you know, it was gonna be like sometimes they're one-time things and then you move on to the next thing. And I feel like it sucks because like our genuine like reason as to why we did this was, you know, because we're hustling for our house. Like we're hustling for our house. Like it was never to harm anybody or to like hurt anybody's feelings or to fucking steal anything from anybody. And I never even like bashed anybody that works again like at McDonald's or Chase or fucking Wyndham. I just use those places as an example because people like to shit on me all the time, and then I like to always fucking say like I'm like, you know, I'm a beggar, I'm only in it for the money, and I'm only in it for this, that, and the other. But genuinely, like, I put a lot of love into the things that I do, you know? Like, I literally put a lot of love into the things that I do. And yeah, we were inspired by the candles. Like, had anybody have asked me, like, if they would have literally asked, what were you inspired by? I would have probably been like, dude, by the Kardashians and by this candle company that, like, we were inspired by, you know? Like, I would have genuinely told you guys that. Like, it was never to like, I don't know, you know. And it just it makes me so fucking sad that like even then when you look at these two candle sets, guys, like when you look at these two candle sets that we were inspired by, because again, like I said, this is Kim Kardashian's candle sets, and then this is the girls' candle sets, and then you look at the candle sets that we came out with, like we fucking literally made them, you know, so different, but they're inspired by it, you know what I mean? And it makes me feel like just fucking refunding anybody that placed an order and just being like, you know what, it is what the fuck it is. Like, it is not fucking worth it. Like, for me to end up on fucking Cheeseman channels over this, and for people to try and make it seem like I'm fucking bashing people that work 9 to 5s. Everybody that was watching my lives knows that I never fucking, my